Hello good people, this is Shankar from Music Production Hub. Today we are going to check an old Firewire audio interface from Apogee. This is the Apogee Duet Firewire. Why I am reviewing the Apogee Duet Firewire on this 2020? Is there any significance? Yes, definitely. For our YouTube channel, I was using the Behringer UMC 204 HD for the audio production. I was satisfied with the preamp quality, but I was not satisfied with the DA converter of the Behringer. At that time, the Apogee Duet was resting on the shelf, so I thought, let's try that. Connecting the Apogee Duet was very easy. My machine got Firewire ports. For installing the Apogee Duet on my Catalina OS, I had to get the latest drivers. So I checked the Apogee website. Unfortunately, the last driver version on 2014, but I decided to try that drivers on the Catalina. I disabled the SIP on Mac, then installed the drivers. The installation was straightforward and restarted the machine. It was the moment of truth. The Apogee Maestro 2 control panel detected the Apogee Duet and the drivers were working perfectly fine. I just fired some songs on the iTunes and I was blown away by the quality of the converters. The quality of the output, separation of the tracks and the stereo imaging was amazing. I was getting a very different sound from the Apogee Duet compared to the Behringer UMC 204 HD. I will definitely keep working on the Apogee Duet. Right now I am recording this audio on the Apogee Duet. I am very much satisfied with the quality of the output. The Apogee Duet is a 2-in 2-out audio interface. It has 2 microphone preamps and 2 guitar inputs. The front panel of Apogee Duet has a headphone output. The front panel also has the phantom power indicators. You have to use the Apogee Maestro control panel to turn on the phantom power. Fortunately, there are 2 separate phantom power for the 2 microphone inputs. On the rear panel of the Apogee Duet, we have Firewire 400 input. Next, we have the option to connect a breakout cable. The breakout cable provides the microphone inputs, guitar inputs, and the monitor outputs. There is a big knob in the Apogee Duet. We can use the big knob to control the gain of the preamps and the output volume of the monitors. By pressing the big knob, we can swap between preamps and the monitor outputs. By pressing and holding the big knob, the monitor outputs will be muted. The Apogee Duet is a 24-bit 96 kHz audio interface. The XLR inputs can accept varying signals from microphone plus 4 dBu and minus 10 dBV. You can select between these signals on the Apogee Maestro control panel. The microphone preamps provides a 75 dB of maximum gain. That's a very good specification. The line outputs for the speakers are unbalanced. For this price, we definitely expect a balanced output. The Apogee Duet Firewire only works with the Macintosh systems. There are no drivers for the Windows platform. Now we will look into the Apogee Maestro control panel. Okay, we will start to explore the Apogee Maestro control panel. It's a fairly simple control panel. I think the colors are very neutral. So in the left hand side we have the device selection option. So we can see our Apogee Duet is connected. Above that we can see a clear meter option. So if we have clip on the channels, you can use the clear meter option to clear the clips. Next, there is an info window there. We can see the device name Apogee Duet. Then the sample rate is 48 kHz. Next, we have a clocking option. So obviously internal, we can't change that option. Next, we have the connection status option. So if our device is connected and the drivers are working fine, we will get the option ready. Then we have a device ID. Why this option is here? Because Apogee Duet allows you to connect multiple Apogee Duet interfaces. So if you have multiple Apogee Duet interfaces, you can give some prefix, that is some letters to the Apogee Duet. So if you click on that prefix, your device will light up so that you can identify which Apogee Duet you are controlling. Next, we have the input controls. You can see the first channel I am already using with the microphone. I have connected a condenser microphone to the first analog input. I have turned on the phantom power and set the gain as 36. You can see I am already using the first channel. So I will explain on the next channel. If you click on the instrument option there, you can see 4 options. The first 3 options are designated for the XLR input and the last option is for the guitar input. Below the channel you can see the 48 volt phantom power option. Fortunately, we have separate phantom power for the 2 channels. There is a phase shift option near to the 48 volt phantom power. Next, we have a grouping option there. I haven't used that grouping option. It's used to connect the 2 channels. So if you are connecting some keyboard or drum machine, you can combine the 2 channels and control the gain simultaneously. Next, we have the output tab. So in the output tab, we have the output level meters. There are some options in the output tab. Right now, we are using the line outputs as monitors. If you are connecting the Apogee Duet outputs to an instrument amp, you can select the second option. Next, we have an option to control the output level. Both the monitors and headphones are using the same controller. There is some interesting options in the settings. That is, if you mute the output output, then your headphones can be turned on. If you release the mute, you can listen to your monitors and your headphones will be muted. We can change the settings on the settings panel. Next, we have output option, that is stereo and mixer. Right now I am talking to you through a screen recording option. So I have selected the internal mixer, that is the direct monitoring option. So I can listen to my voice without going to the recording software. If you are using a digital audio workstation, you can use the stereo option so that your output from your DAW will be directly go to the output of the Apogee Duet. Next, we have some device setup options. I already mentioned you about the mute switch. First option, you can see that when mute switch is engaged for the monitors and the headphones. So if I press the mute, the output of the monitors will be muted and the headphones will be open. If I use the unmute, then my monitors will be started working and headphones will be in mute. Next, we have the mixer tab. So right now we are using the internal mixer, that is the low latency mixer for the direct monitoring. There are no other controls. You can pretty much control the direct monitoring level on the faders and the pan settings. Then you have the software return, that is the DAW or the Mac playback return on the faders, and then you have the main output faders. Next, we have the system setup tab. There is only one option here. We can change the sample rate. So the device is capable of doing sample rates from 44.1 to 96 kHz. Right now I'm using the 48 kHz sample rate. You can change the sample rate from audio MIDI setup or inside your digital audio workstation. On the right hand top, we have the device selection. So we only have one device. Next, we have the monitor output knob. So it's tied to the hardware controller. You can use the software knob or you can use the hardware knob. Then next is the global mute button. So this wraps up the Apogee Maestro control panel. I haven't gone through all the details. I just scratched the surface. So I hope this will be useful for you, those who are having the old Apogee Duet 5 wire. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Goodbye.